Hello there, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Sally Nugent and John Kay.
Our headlines for you today are because the BBC understands that Humza Yousaf is considering resigning as First Minister of Scotland rather than face a no-confidence vote that he might lose. Our Scotland correspondent Alexandra Mackenzie joins us now. So morning, Alexandra. Does it feel like time maybe is running out? MPs will debate assisted dying for the first time in almost 2 years today after a petition backed by Dame Esther Rantzen secured more than 200,000 signatures. The government wants to make significant changes to the main disability benefit, Personal Independence Payments, or PIP. It suggested that some people suffering from less serious mental health conditions could no longer be eligible for the benefit. The charity Scope says it is a reckless assault on disabled people. Our Disability News correspondent Nikki Fox has this report. More body parts have been found by police investigating the death of a man after a torso was found at a nature reserve in Greater Manchester. Police say they believe the victim was a man in his 60s from Salford, and his family have been informed. Olivia Richwald reports. A leading aid organisation says it will resume distributing food in Gaza 1 month after 7 of its workers were killed in an Israeli airstrike.
It is 14 minutes past 6 Monday morning, and the grand final of one of the world's biggest gaming contests has been taking place over the weekend in Birmingham. How do you hold your console when you're doing that? I don't know. Right, it's coming up to 6:15 Monday morning, and Carol can tell us. Now, living with migraine can be debilitating for the 6 million people in the UK with the condition, and many say that they don't feel supported by their employers.
Well, our reporter Tim Muffet has been to meet one woman who's been living with migraine for years, but has only recently reached out for help at work. Really interesting story that I know lots of you watching this morning will be all too familiar with. And we'd like to hear your thoughts on this. If you live with migraine, how do you feel when you're going to work? Is it something your employer supports you with, or could you do with more help in the workplace, and what would help?
Yeah, maybe you've got some tips for other viewers. Send us your messages on WhatsApp. You can just scan the QR code that's on the screen at the moment. That's automatically start to chat with us. Make sure you include your name and where you're contacting us from as well. Of course, you can also get in touch there via our email address and on social media.
Now, it's 6:20. Let's have a look at today's papers, shall we? We're going to start today with the Daily Mirror.
Sure, this is quite an Olympic sport, but it's certainly fascinating. These help the healthy growth of children and to ward off evil spirits. I remember in the new series...
I think the evil spirit is the referee making the baby cry.
Do you see the new series of Race Across the World?
Yes.
Which began in Japan, and I think there was a scene in that where two of the lads came across a baby crying competition.
There are so many questions. So what are the sumos doing just holding the baby? Why do you need a sumo?
It was just a free arena that particular day. That was the only place they could do it. If you're off to work this morning and you're like me and you can't remember where you put your pass for work and your keys for work, and then you start worrying, is something going on? Apparently, according to the Telegraph this morning, they've got a scientific research that's been done in the States which says that forgetting your keys does not mean you are losing it. That's their headline.
Hang on, can we just say that again? Forgetting your keys...
You've forgotten what I've said.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're losing it. Are you sure?
Well, they say that the brain just gets rid of stuff that it doesn't need. So I mean, your keys are quite important, aren't they, on a daily basis? But, yeah, they're saying that we kind of deliberately delete boring stuff so we can retain much more interesting stuff.
So if you're very busy or stressed, or you've got a lot going on in your head and you can't find your keys or your pass or whatever it is, or you leave stuff in various places and then forget and then wonder where it is, then it's fine. We're not losing it just yet.
If you're going out to work, don't forget your keys. 23 minutes past 6.
Now, going to hospital can be a nerve-wracking time, especially for children.
But now an app has been created by an NHS doctor to try and help children through the process, and it's proving really popular, as Simon Marks can tell us. Simon Marks reporting. It's interesting, that, isn't it? We had a piece a couple of weeks ago about people having headsets on during operations as well to distract them and try to calm them down. Amazing how technology is in helping in all areas.
Staying with that theme, still to come here on Breakfast.
Hasn't he?
And not just in his own school, everywhere.
Globally.
Not surprised.
6 times table will never be the same again.
I hope he doesn't test us. That's all I'm saying.
We'll just cut him off. Right, it's time to get the news, the travel and weather where you are. See you in a moment.